Okay, here's a very at-home, old-school lesson on the next part of Catch the Falcon, the Darrel Higham piece. I just kind of knew it before as the blues thing he did on the PV classic ad, but you've check out the other tutorial. This, I haven't decided whether I'll make this a Patreon-only one yet or not. I've had a few requests, particularly from patrons, to do the second part. So here it is. You would have just watched it. What actually happens there, we're playing this. So being in the key of G, this actually is a G6 chord. Okay, so he slides in and he does this. So on your transcription, if you are a member of the Patreon, bar 30, no, 30, hang on. My apologies, where is it? Where's it? Bar 33. That was way too hard. Marked B on the transcription, so that goes like this. So coming into bar 33 on your transcription, the end of bar 32, and then bum, bum. No, 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 no. That was bar 34, bar 35. No, 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 no. So this little chord here is actually a G6 chord. We've got a G, a B, and an E natural, the 6th degree of G, hence that being a G6 chord. So yeah, not too difficult. Try to get the strumming the same as me. 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Okay, so the next thing we're doing there, okay, so that took us into bar 36, and at the end of bar 36, so let that ring 2, 3. On the 4, we do this rake, okay, so we're raking 9, 8, 8, and we're bending the 11th fret there, and bar 37, we get this run on the 2, 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay. So that is bar 37 and 38. So that lick, I'll build this one up, okay? So hopefully you've got that down. Rake it through, 9, 8, 8. Pick up on that 11 and bend. You can use your third finger if you want. Just nudge it up slowly to get that tone. And then on beat 2, we hit the 8. Okay, then we do, so let's repeat that again, but I'm gonna add something. So we go 8, we go 11 on the 2nd string. Here we go. So 8, 11, 10. Okay, let's do it again, and we're gonna add the 8. So, okay, we're gonna do it again, but we're gonna add the 10th fret on the 3rd string. Sorry, we're gonna add the 8. There, we're gonna get to there. I was repeating the same thing. To the 8, and then we're hammering to the 9th fret, okay? Okay. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay. So the next part of the lick goes from here. Okay, so let's build that up. What we'll do, so you play the 10, we do that lick again. And then we play the 8. And what we're going to do here, so I'll talk about this bit specifically and we'll add it in. When we hit that 8, we need to hammer to the 10 and back. Okay? So, see that? And then what we do after we do that, we go to the 10 on the 5th string. Okay? Okay, I'll do a little slower. Okay, and then we finish by going 8 on the 3rd, 9 on the 3rd, 10 on the 4th. It's not super hard, so I'm going to add that into the whole lick. Oh. All right, that's the whole lick there in 37, 38. We came into it obviously from 36, bar 39. This lick's really cool. So it's a G. That was all ideas over the C chord or the 4 chord of a blues idea. This is, we're now in that G triad position, and he's doing this really cool thing where he goes like that, and all he's doing, again, you want to get that raking motion. So 4, 3, 3, obviously I'm playing little G triad, And this is why they say triads are useful. There's a lot of ideas you can take off of them or build off of them if you know them over the chord. We're playing a G chord, we build ideas off a G triad, we're getting a great idea of how things are going to sound or things are going to work. So 4, 3, 3, 6, and a little nudge, okay? Whether you use your pinky or your third, up to you. Okay, because you don't have to hold those notes and stretch, just move your hand. It's not a hard bend though, so I like to use my pinky. So we do that. Then we do the same thing, but we just bend from the 5. So we go. Okay, that's the third one, and then the next thing we do after that is it just does a slight little. All right, so that whole lick with the last bit. 3 on the first string, 6, 5, 3, and bend that 5 up half a step, or half a tone, I should say, and just let that sit for a whole bar. So that was bar 39 and 40, and we're now looking at 41, which you've already played that note, you're holding it for the entire bar. So bar 42 goes just like that, okay? So that's, I'll build it up again, so I'm gonna go just like that. So 3, 5 on the third, hammer 3 to 4 on the third string, okay? Like that, and then we go, we add the 3, and then what we do, back to the 4, okay, so this is all bar 42. So after you do the 4, you do a 3 to 4 again. It's really quick. Okay, okay, now the next lick, I'll just play that lick nice and slow. Okay, so I'll come back a little bit. And by the way, you could actually snap your finger on that first string and then use the pick. That would be another way to do it. I think he uses the pick all the way through, but I didn't really look. Use the finger, so you only have to rake 2 strings. Yeah, but otherwise, no stress, just using the pick. So anyway. All right, that's everything up to 43, and bar 43, that 4 kind of lingers into 43, and then we do this. So 1 and, which is a lick you'd be familiar if you've already done part 1. If you haven't, I'm going to walk you through it anyway. But that lick is really cool. It goes 5, hammer the 3 to 5, go to the 5. Okay, so let's do that again. 1 and just like that, and then we go to the 3. So then we go to the 5 next on the 5th string. So okay, and then we go to the 4, and then we do that again, and we go to the 3, and then we finish with this. Okay, and that's it. That's a whole nother awesome pass of this really fun, creative piece of rockabilly awesomeness, for lack of a more articulate word. I really love the use of triplets throughout this whole thing. I think it's brilliant. You know, Darrel Higham a really, really clever player. It's the little triplet things he does. I love them. I talked about it in the first one, but every take of this solo, he does something else that's really quite him. He's come up with it himself, and I just love that. I think I love all those old school licks, and it's great when you see players knocking over those catchphrases, but there's nothing better when someone's sort of really sat down and thought about how they want to sound. And obviously Darrel's got the talent and the knowledge to do that and still sound really in the pocket, in the genre. So great work, Darrel. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next lesson.